everybody. Hope you all are doing well. It's been a really rough and tumbly, emotionally intense, life-changing August. I think a lot of people are feeling life changes in the air, feeling challenged to make decisions, feeling like they're struggling to let go of things, feeling aggressive energies emotionally, mentally, stresses, all that kind of stuff. I seem to get a lot of those responses coming to me, but I'm also kind of in the same boat as everybody else because I too am going through lots of big life changes. And it's kind of odd because I'm not a Mercury retrograde. I don't really care. But for some reason, I'm really looking forward to September 5th because I found out that's the day that it's over. Mercury retrograde is over. So we've been dealing with this intense August with the lunar eclipse on the full moon and the solar eclipse on the new moon and the Mercury retrograde. So I just want to do a channeling for our sanity. And so we'll see what Spirit has to share, okay? I'm not calling anybody special. I'm just going to call my spirit guides. Nobody's special. All right, spirit guides, you're special. Okay, I'm going to relax here and we'll see what they have to share with us, okay? Also, my eyes will be closed, and if for some reason my mouth and the voice do not connect, I am sorry. I keep running into this issue, and I'm not able to fix it right now. So I'm sorry about that. Okay. Okay. So they show me a couple of pictures right away. One is a dark door. A knock at the door. I don't know whether I'm the one receiving the knock or the one delivering the knock, but there's something creepy and sort of like the angel of death feel to it. In the distance of another scene, there's sort of a dark tree that has no leaves, and there's someone hung up on a noose. It's really got a Halloween effect to it. There's some bats flying in the air and a giant full moon, and it's night, but it's cloudy and grim as well. My spirit guides ask me, how does this make you feel, Abby? And I say, whenever I see cloudy and grim Halloween scenes, I know that on the other side of whatever this looks like is a heaven scene with rainbows and Pegasus flying through the sky and golden smiles and happiness. So no matter what this looks like, I am not convinced that it's really this bad. It just appears to be this bad right now. But on the other side of this is something really awesome. They're asking me quickly, so if we allow this movie to play in your life for the next 20 years, now what is your perception on this scene? I have an answer to this question. Do you ever get through life and you look back and you wonder where the time went? Even 20 years can be done in the blink of an eye. An entire life can be lived, and now suddenly you're 80 years old in a nursing home wondering where the time went. 20 years feels like a very long time, and that's kind of an agonizing thought, thinking about 20 years of life experiences that are still taxing, still trying, still creepy and Halloweenish and not very fun. So, despite what this looks like, even in 20 years' time, there's still a rainbow on the other side of this. You spirit guys, say it again. Okay, so you're telling me you're okay with 20 years of misery. That's the point. The answer is no. Every single human being should be saying no. I am not okay with 20 years of misery. I am not okay with a creepy Halloween style life experience. I'm not okay with Earth looking like this and acting like this and being like this. I'm not okay with it. And no, I don't want 20 more years like this. The spirit says, so what are you going to do about it? How are you going to change the way creepy, Halloweeny, creepy, scary feels and looks like in your life? How are you going to change it? I ask my spirit guides, how do we change it? I show them scenarios that are very complicated and it really feels like there is no solution, but to be patient. Patience then is the solution. That doesn't make it easy. That makes it still painfully hard. Now we are continuing to endure the Halloween experience without understanding or knowing or having a concept as to how to overcome that experience. There's a long pause. These spirit guides are talking about how we change our perception. Every full moon, every new moon, every single day, in between the new moons and full moons and Mercury retrogrades, we're always perceiving an energetic upgrade with a new pair of eyes. That's called life. That's called experiencing life. That's called growing up. That's called becoming an adult. That's called the soul journey. On the soul journey, you either choose to be sort of imprisoned, controlled by life, or you face the control and you say no. You are not in a relationship anymore. I am not going to be under your finger, under your thumb, under your boot. Control, you are not my husband, my wife. Control, you do not own me, you do not possess me. I am in control. I am free. I am free to choose which version of the infinite I desire to experience. They're talking to me quickly about perception. Everybody has their own perception of why me. Pity me, poor pitiful pearl, woe is me. As everybody has this perception, and we work uniquely differently on how we process through the woe is me type experience. Some people succumb to it and desperately need to use others, control others, manipulate others into helping them make their life easier because they don't have the strength, the courage, the audacity to stand up for themselves and to help themselves. But you have some people who are so loving, they can be easily manipulated. Okay, so you have some people who are extremely abundantly loving, giving more of themselves, and then finding themselves in a rut in the end because they have given so much to those who are taking so much, and now neither soul is in balance. Neither soul, neither the giver nor the taker is in balance. What do you feel is the ratio between givers and takers on this planet that are way out of balance right now? What do you think the ratio is? Givers then become really intertwined by too many things to juggle, and they still feel as though they are the strong ox that can carry the heaviest burdens while they are breaking on the inside, while the stress and the burden and the nightmare and the tears are starting to flow and they don't know how to go on any farther and they're screaming stop. The takers are still taking. The takers are not wanting to hear stop. The takers are not accepting that. as good enough for them, because in their world, in their mind, in their perception, they need the giver, because they themselves have not learned how to be the giver for themselves or for others. The taker has to stop and the giver has to stop, and both of them need to become in balance with give and take. Spirit says only when the soul is in balance with give and take will the creepy Halloween scene go away and the rainbow now come out to play. It's a rhyme. They ask me now, how long, Abby, will it take for the Halloween scene to go away? 20 years? Do we decide? Or do you decide? How long is it going to take for you to discover how to become in balance with giving and with taking? Or with giving and receiving? Because there is no such thing as taking anymore. There's receiving, and there's only balance. And in that balance is infinite love. So the givers need to stop giving, and the givers need to shut the door on the takers. When the takers become suffocated, now the takers have to start learning for themselves how to grow up. And the givers now start to receive the nourishment that they need from their exhausting journey of giving way too much. That's what they have to say for us right now. I hope this message means something to you. I definitely get it. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in connecting with me one-on-one, I would be delighted to do a psychic service for you. Please visit me at my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching my video, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day.